Welcome to Dr. David Eifrig's Health and Wealth Bulletin. This is Weekly Update. This week we're talking about one of our most popular topics, painkillers, specifically ibuprofen and acetaminophen. Now we get a lot of questions about these topics, but we're focusing on them this week because of two brand new studies that just came out. Now a first study appeared in the journal Pediatrics, and it focused on acetaminophen use in pregnant women. What they found was that the more acetaminophen these women took, the higher the risk of having babies with ADHD. That's attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Now, we're a little cautious about this study because acetaminophen use for these women was often tied with inflammatory diseases, and those diseases might actually be the real cause, not simply the acetaminophen use. The reason we're concerned with this study is because acetaminophen is one of the most overused drugs out there. That's because acetaminophen is in so many different things, everything from cough syrup to common cold and flu medications. It's very easy for people to take too much of that and overdose. That can make you very sick and even lead to things like liver failure. Our second study concerns ibuprofen. This was a study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science, and it focused on a small study of young, healthy men who took the maximum dose for 6 weeks. Now, the problem with this is at the end of those 6 weeks, these young men had horrible levels of their hormones, specifically a problem called hypogonadism. Now, this is often linked to infertility, which is why they did the study, but it's important to note that this condition is also tied to depression as well as an increased risk of stroke. The reason that we're interested in this study is because ibuprofen, we already know, increases your risk of heart attack and stroke because it can cause blood clots. Overall, both of these studies are a really good reminder to always pay attention to which painkillers you're taking, how much you're taking, and not to overdose. It's also important to keep in mind that you shouldn't take painkillers for more than 2 weeks. If that's the case, you certainly want to talk to your doctor to make sure there isn't something more serious going on. And for minor aches and pains, we also recommend trying other things like meditation or massage, other ways to naturally relieve your pain without relying too much on these painkillers. That's all for now. Don't forget to keep your questions and comments coming to our feedback line. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.